mark from the field. Lowry against Hill. Lowry kicks to Warren. Goes up off the pick. And the dunk by Scola.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Ross on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. From the arc. And another three from Ross. Ross has got 8 here in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And so we conclude the first half. Toronto leads by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris.
Hey, Kevin, will Coach K...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
They've got Patrick Patterson, DeRozan out there with Lowry, then there is Warren, and it's Biyombo at the 5 down low. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight. Pacers trail by 10.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes natural to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
Pick up by Hill. Turner with a screen for Hill. From the wing. That's good. Hill's got 6. Well, getting back to Kyle Lowry, the reason he's always a triple-double threat, Clark, because of his great work on the glass for a guard. Tough, strong, relentless, and committed to getting rebounds.
He has the attitude of a power forward, even though he is a point guard. That's why he's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It's his mentality.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Biyombo with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Damari Carroll's checked in for Warren. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for the Pacers. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 3rd in opponent field goal percentage, 4th in opponent points per game, and they also showed up in the top 5 in team rebound. That means everybody's doing their job on the board. This is a very strong rebounding team.
And you mentioned their ranking in terms of opponent field goal percentage. Such an important stat. They did not give up the easy looks. You really had to work for whatever you got.
For Toronto, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Pacers trail by 13. There's the pick. Stuckey right side. Shoots the three. Offensive rebound, Pacers. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The Pacers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And Allen drops them both. Toronto leading by 11. Lowry dishes to Biyombo. And it's Joseph in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. Joseph's got... his second basket of the night.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Throws it up high. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Toronto. Terrence Ross comes in for Kyle Lowry. And a change for the Pacers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Allen. Here's Ross. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Ross has got 10 points in the game.
Talking about Bismack Biyombo, he entered the league as an extremely raw prospect, was a 7th pick in 2011. His shot and general awareness were the biggest concerns, but last season he shot over 60% from the floor. The 2 seasons before that was only 45%.
And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Biyombo, the shot is off. And Indiana will come the other way.
And getting back to Biyombo for a moment, he has the potential for a breakout year. I mean, all the physical tools you would want. He's seen enough of the game. He's worked on those skills. Now it's time to just put it all together and become the player your potential dictates.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. In Indiana with a change here too. Miles is checked in. DeRozan against Hill. That's good from Joseph on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
No good from Ross. Pacers trail by 14. Hill left side. Stuckey right side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stuckey's got 8.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now Ross, 10 points for him. Joseph, that's good.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Poke loose. Hill kicks to Stuckey. There's the double team with Joseph. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And finished off by DeRozan.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
They set the screen. Hill drives in. Outside for Miles. Releases from 15. Toronto grabs the miss. Now here's Ross. He dishes it to Joseph. Here's the three. The shot no good. And Luis Scola gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Ellis. No good.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. On the court for Indiana. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. Then there's Allen. And it's George in at the small forward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lavoy Allen. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Stolen by Ellis.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over it.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Biyombo, the pass to Warren. Here's DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range. Tipped away. Hill dishes to George. George double-teamed. Allen, a screen on DeRozan. Kicks it to Allen. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
George against DeRozan, and that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Ellis fires. Broke loose.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And DeRozan, here we go. Count the bucket. DeRozan's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's George, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And thank you for that, Doris. And here are the Pacers now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Ellis right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And that's now 8 points for Ellis. Toronto leading by 10. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. Up off the screen.
The The second he got around the pick and shook his